got to the job site around 7:30 today, and I noticed there's a little condensation up there. So I was like, okay, well, I know today is going to be maybe a little bit of a challenge, but let me get some airflow. Once that sun hits it, that condensation will be gone. The dew point, we were pretty much past that, but we just want to make sure that we're dry. Once I make sure that we're dry, we're within operating parameters, and I get my gun heated up. I'll set my temperature for like the high lift anywhere between like 108 on the B, 105 on the A, and I kind of keep the hose similar to where the A is at because for some reason with the A side, if the A side gets too hot, you fight the foam all day. You can't really, you might be able to find a pattern, but it might react too fast and you might be blowing it off the wall. So
Yeah.
you gotta find like what's comfortable for you. And what I do is I take some cardboard, which we have a billion sheets that we take with us to a job site, and I'll lay that down and I'll start spraying onto that cardboard. I'll spray until I find where the foam is atomizing right. You can hear it too. You can, as you're running it back and forth, you actually will hear like the beads of foam hitting it, and it's kind of blending into a flat surface. I will do that until I get the right pattern, the right consistency before I start putting it on the customer's wall. Even if
Yeah.
it takes me half an hour. So I got to make sure that my temperatures are right, it's calibrated right, and I have a nice perfect circle pattern. Like some days you kind of can't help it, like it might obscure a little bit, and you kind of work with it. But I do what I can to get that circle. So I start usually on the cold end and then I work my way up. When it's hot like this, I started actually hotter this morning and
Hmm.
then worked my way down. It's much easier to heat up foam than it is to cool it down.